I can't juggle, but if I were to juggle, I would start with cabbages. No? Again? This is an oldie, but it's a goodie with this absolutely beautiful red cabbage and grape and gorgonzola and sour cream dish that is just so yummy. To start, we're just going to make a little sauce to pour over the cabbages when they're in the pan. I've got soft light brown sugar here, but it's also really lovely with soft dark brown sugar. And then some juniper berries. I'm just going to lightly crush them up, gently smash them open. Then I'm just going to put these in here as well. I've got some unsalted butter, a bit of red wine vinegar, and then a nice bit of salt as well, and a good crack of black pepper. So I'm just gonna melt this down on a medium heat. Okay, next up I'm gonna prep the cabbage. Very easy, just kind of cut it into about 6 wedges. And then I'm gonna dot these to this pan. And then next I'm gonna put about 200 grams of grapes into here. I feel like this would go really well with baked rice, which you could do in the oven at the same time. You can have it as a side or as a main dish in itself. It's super earthy, rich, almost meaty in itself. My butter has melted and the sugar also has melted. It's already smelling really delicious and fragrant. I'm just gonna pour this stock, drizzle that over. So the butter and sugar is melted. It's looking really delicious. I'm just gonna kind of pour this over each cabbage wedge, try and get a little bit. We're going to be turning the cabbages and basting them in the sauce anyway. So then just put some foil on top, crimped it really nicely around the edge. You can definitely do this if you've got a shallow casserole dish that's got a lid and then you don't need to use foil. We don't have any casserole dishes to use, but this is a really good alternative. All right, so it's been cooking for about 2 hours. I'm just gonna do the final baste and then we're gonna cook for another hour or maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So when you open, just be careful. It's puffed up because it's full of hot steam. So I always just kind of let it go. And I'm just gonna baste one last time. That's lovely. Just gonna cover this again and back in the oven. So it's been about 2 hours and 45 minutes and I can smell that the cabbage is ready, so I'm just going to take it out now instead of waiting the whole 3 hours. And just great, this is looking really beautiful. I'm just going to check that it's nice and soft. The back of a spoon, which is not very sharp, is easily going through the cabbage. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a baking tray and dot the cabbage onto it. I want to just avoid the juniper seeds. It's looking gorgeous already. And next I'm just going to strain all this lovely liquid just to get the rest of those juniper seeds out. And I'm going to grill these in a minute with the remainder of these lovely grapes. Around, so you have some really lovely squidgy cooked down grapes which have got that lovely kind of acidic, vinegary, stocky, buttery flavour, and then you're going to have some lovely bursts of some fresh grapes as well. And then I'm going to put some of the gorgonzola. This is such a lovely, simple way to cook cabbage, which is so abundant this time of year. And it's got lovely bursts of flavour. You've got the softness of the cabbage. And then I'm going to cook down the sauce and it's going to make a really lovely syrup, which is going to be sweet from all that sugar, really kind of glossy from the butter. It's got the red wine vinegar on, so it's going to be lovely sharp, but will be flavoured from the cabbage cooking in it for a few hours. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to just whack this under the grill. It should also take about 5-6 minutes to get some lovely colour on the cabbage. So I'm just going to heat it for about 4 or 5 minutes until it turns into a lovely glossy syrup. Okay, great. So this looks amazing, if I say so myself. The grapes have started to burst open. We've got some beautiful char on the cabbages. So I'm going to spread these really nicely, layer them. Oh. The gorgonzola is just so nice and oozy. Just trying to get a little bit of the gorgonzola. And the sauce is almost there. You can see it's gone much darker, much glossier. So I'm just gonna finish cooking it, but really keep an eye on this stage, because if you let it go over it, it's probably gonna burn and stick to the bottom of the pan. So you want it to be really nice and syrupy, but still kind of a spoonable consistency. So I can feel now it's gone really super bubbly, started to thicken up. So that's ready, definitely, to slather all over. Oh, look at that. Just in case we haven't been indulgent enough, I've got some sour cream to add a really lovely hit of acidity. And then to finish it off, just some thyme leaves. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle these over the top. I'm just gonna finish it with a little bit of pepper. Ready to eat. Mihao, come taste with me.
What are we having?
So cabbage, your favorite.
Yeah.
With gorgonzola, sour cream, grapes that have been roasted, and then some fresh ones, all whacked under the grill. Very, very tasty.
Sounds delicious.
I'm just gonna give you some. Oh,
So
soft. Nice.
Very nice.
You know, it's all about the perfect bite. You've got to get a little bit of everything.
Looks beautiful colors.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So nice.
And what's the white thing?
So it's sour cream, but there's gorgonzola that went on first and that went under the grill. So it went all nice and oozy, and then a little bit of extra sour cream on top. Let's taste
Dig in.
Yeah. This is a Polish guy eating cabbage and sour cream.
Perfect.
No complaints. So
Sweet,
nice.
earthy, juicy, soft, delicious.
Got everything going on. Also the different textures. For me, it's all about those few fresh grapes that are put on at the end. That give you those like lovely pops of deliciousness.
Pop!
Thank you so much for watching. The recipe is down below. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.